Alright, so now we're going to do a question on vectors where we're going to express, given this diagram, a parallelogram, we're going to express these three vectors as a single vector. So it's very simple. Let's start with A. Supposing I have A to B, I'll actually do a trace. So example, the diagram is A. I start at A. So to scale, I'm actually going to go along, I'll use dotted lines, go along A and I'm at B. Okay, then after that I go from B to D. B to D is from here to here. So roughly it goes like this direction, the way to here, B to D. Then adding on D to C. So D to C is from here to here. So we go from here to here, roughly around here. And you notice that we started from A, we went along here, add this, and we ended up at C. So what is the resultant or single vector that expresses this whole journey? It's basically starting at A and ending up at C. Okay, not drawn very well. A to C. That's all. How about B? It says we start from D to C. So for example, I started at D. I went along the side of the parallelogram and ended up at C. Okay, what's next? BC. So the problem now is that BC is actually starting from below and going up. So if BC was actually like this, in this direction, and now midway I need to add BC. So I'm just going to draw up in the same parallel manner, ending up at this point here, BC. So this is the BC. Finally, we are going to add CA. So CA is actually like this, in this direction, cutting across from C to A. So I'm now down here. If I actually draw this over here, you will get this result, the vector, and you realize it comes back to the point of D. So you realize that I started with D, went to C, went up a BC in this direction and a magnitude, and I came back CA. And I start and end at the same point. So what is the resultant vector? It's actually the 0 vector. Okay, so now let me move on. Move it around. Okay, C, last one. Start at A. A is here, and then I move to B. Okay, fine. A, move to B. Now I have minus half dB. So dB is actually over here, and I'm at point B right now. So dB by right is going across like this, according to the diagram above. However, I want, this is the positive direction of dB. So the negative direction basically is going in the opposite side. This is negative dB. However, I only want half of it. So basically all I need is half of the full length, which probably ends up here. So this means that this is the start and end that I want. So if I bring it across here, it's actually just to this point, parallel to dB, but in the opposite direction, and I end up here. And you realize that this point is actually the point E, and hence the resultant vector is this vector over here. So I started at A, supposed to go in this direction of dB, but I'm going in negative dB, so this way, but half of it only, so I ended up here, and hence the resultant vector is AE.